I have built several six-figure online businesses and personally used all the most popular business models. Along the way, I discovered a secret. Most beginners, myself included, choose the wrong one when we first get started. I want you to avoid this mistake. In this video, I will review the 5 most popular online business models and compare them based on their startup costs, scalability, ease of delivery, quality of life, and associated risks. By the end, you will know which one is really the smartest, easiest, and laziest way to make money online. Let's get right into it by talking about freelancing. Model number 1, freelancing. Freelancing is one of the easiest ways to start making money online. Instead of selling a product, you sell skills you already have and clients pay you directly. Every industry relies on skilled freelancers, but certain roles are in particularly high demand, including video editors, graphic designers, UX designers, website developers, project managers, copywriters, and search engine optimization experts. Now, one of the best things about freelancing is that the startup cost is minimal to non-existent. If you have a laptop, an internet connection, and any skills to speak of, you can start applying for jobs today. You don't need to buy inventory or spend money on ads. You simply do the work and get paid. I freelanced for a while doing video projects and it paid me well. There are some quality of life benefits to being a freelancer, such as the ability to choose which clients and projects you want to take on and the flexibility to work from anywhere in the world, but you are still working for someone else. For example, my company relies on freelancers. I live in Finland, but my team members are located in Serbia, the United States, Bangladesh, Poland, Kazakhstan, and the Philippines. But, and don't tell my team this, there are 2 major problems with freelancing. The first is that it doesn't scale. The moment you stop working, the money stops too. Yes, you can always charge higher prices or hire other people to speed up your workflow, but at the end of the day, it's still trading your time for money. The other problem is that the ease of delivery can be challenging. Building a one-on-one relationship with clients is great in many regards, but it can also be a double-edged sword because, let's face it, working with other people can be challenging. You might disagree on the client's vision, perspective, or strategy, but it's still your job to get it done. These 2 reasons are why I transitioned from freelancing to starting my own marketing business. Freelancing is a great place to start, but it's not the easiest long-term career path. So, freelancing is relatively low risk, has low startup costs, offers some work-life balance, but has limited scalability, and the ease of delivery is very hit or miss. In other words, it's not lazy. Let's switch gears a bit and examine a business model that doesn't trade time for money, but aims to generate passive income instead. Dropshipping. Model number 2, dropshipping. Dropshipping looks simple. You identify a product, find a supplier for that product, set up an online store where you sell that item at a 20, 30, 40, or 50% markup, run ads, and when someone places an order, the supplier ships the product directly to your customer. All you do is pocket the difference. Easy money, right? Unlike freelancing, the startup cost of dropshipping is high because most of your money is invested in testing your product pipeline. Before you know if an item will sell, you will need to find it, procure it, build a store around it, and buy ads. All these things cost money, which is why most dropshipping beginners lose money. The ease of delivery also varies. Although the supplier handles shipping, which is a huge benefit, that also means you have no control over the process. Delays, damaged products, and refunds can quickly eat into your profit, and there is nothing you can do about it unless you're willing to find a new supplier. Furthermore, the risk is very high. Every ad campaign costs money, and there's no guarantee that you'll end up making money in the end. I experienced this myself. At my art store Benefique, I generated $135,000 in sales. However, most of that revenue was reinvested in advertising and refunds. The top line numbers appeared impressive, but the actual profit was relatively small. Running Benefic was also the most stressful experience of my life. It physically and mentally drained me, and it took months for me to recover. The quality of life for a dropshipper can be high once you've established a successful business that runs itself. But actually getting there, well, that's another story entirely. Still, despite all these downsides, there's one major upside. The scalability is theoretically unlimited. You can sell hundreds or thousands of units if a product takes off without doing anything but being the middleman. However, it's best to be realistic. Most winning products only trend for a short time before falling off, leaving you constantly searching for the next hit. While you can scale to infinity, that's almost certainly not going to happen. So, while dropshipping might seem like an easy way to generate passive income, it's actually one of the riskiest and most stressful business models out there. If freelancing can't scale and dropshipping is too expensive, then you might want to consider starting an agency instead. Model number 3, agency. With an agency, you'll be selling services to other businesses instead of products to individual consumers. For example, you might find yourself making content for them, infographics, long form, and short form videos, running their social media accounts, setting up AI tools, developing their brand, or building and overseeing marketing campaigns. Now, like freelancing, the startup cost is low. All you need is your laptop, an internet connection, and the ability to pitch your services. This also means the risk, at least initially, is moderate. If you have little to no expenses, then finding even a single client will put you in the green. Now, the challenge comes with scalability. Every new client means more work, yes, but also more relationships to manage, meetings to schedule, updates to send, expectations to manage, and deadlines to meet. You can always hire a team to help you grow, but that will quickly and dramatically increase your costs. Even with a skilled team, the amount of work you'll be able to get done will be limited. At the end of the day, you're still offering unique services to each client. That takes time, skill, and patience. That's why I recently hired an excellent project manager to help reduce my workload and make my agency run smoothly. The ease of delivery can vary greatly from agency to agency and even project to project. Still, I'll say ease of delivery is difficult, especially if you hire editors, writers, designers, or assistants to help make the process go smoother and quicker. That said, it's a lot like freelancing. You and the client might disagree on the project's vision, perspective, or strategy, but you still have to deliver a product that the client wants. The primary difference is that with an agency, the potential rewards and risks are greater. Ultimately, the agency model is not the laziest way to make money online, so it isn't the best option for achieving this video's goal. Still, it has one significant advantage that nobody ever thinks about. It's one of the best ways to network. By offering valuable services to established companies, you build trust, establish connections, and open doors to bigger and bigger opportunities. That's exactly what happened for me when I started an agency producing videos for major software companies such as Wix, SEMrush, and Zen Business. At the end of the day though, you run into the same problem steering an agency that you do as an individual freelancer. You're still trading time for money, and on top of that, you have a team to manage and pay. Now, what if instead of being forced to trade time for money, you could create something once and sell it over and over? That's where digital products come in. Model number 4, digital products. Selling digital products. Information that solves a particular problem for a buyer is one of the best ways to make money easily, cheaply, and lazily online. Most commonly, digital products will be something like programs or courses, guides, ebooks, or digital art. The scalability is very high. After investing the time, energy, and money to produce the product, it is infinitely reusable. It can be sold 24/7, 365 days a year, to thousands or even millions of people. Typically, the cost will be low, as you'll be combining repackaging information, skills, or knowledge that you already had before deciding to create the products. Now, the ease of delivery is actually moderate rather than easy. Customers can download or stream the product instantly which is very convenient for you and them. However, refunds, questions, and ongoing support adds extra work that you just simply cannot ignore. It also offers a relatively easy quality of life with minimal risk. While the initial launch might be a stressful time, it will fade as things get up and running, and your digital product will generate passive income for you with minimal ongoing investments. Sounds great? Well, there's a catch. This only works if you already have a large audience. Without people who already trust you and follow your content, no one will buy your course or book. So far, digital products are the strongest model we've covered, at least if you already have an audience. But what if I told you there is an even better way to make money online? Let's look at our model, the easiest and the laziest way to make money online. Affiliate marketing 2.0. Affiliate marketing is when you promote someone else's product and earn a commission for every purchase made through your unique link. What's different today is how you do it. In the past, you'd want to build a website, start a blog, and pray you got enough visitors. That's not how it works anymore. Affiliate marketing 2.0 is all about digital content, specifically about videos. You create helpful content that answers people's questions and encourages them to click your affiliate link. Initial costs are minimal. All you need is a smartphone. After all, I created my best performing video using only my smartphone, laptop, and a cheap microphone. Another benefit is that the scalability of affiliate marketing is unlimited. One video can reach thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even millions of people. The ease of delivery is also non-existent because you aren't actually selling anything. The company you're promoting handles everything, while you get to enjoy your commission. And here's the best part. Affiliate marketing is truly the easiest and laziest business model. I got a bit dramatic telling you would get millions of views, but the truth is you don't need anything close to that. Just 100 quality views on the right video can make you $100 to $500 because the people watching your YouTube video or social media posts are already searching for that exact product. All you need to do is give them the final nudge. I personally use this model to grow my business to 6 figures, and I can say from experience that the most valuable skill you can learn is creating content that genuinely helps people and monetizing that help with affiliate links. Now, if you want to get started with affiliate marketing the right way, I've put together a free Affiliate Marketing 2.0 starter kit that goes deeper into this exact strategy and shows you how to make your first $1,000. You can grab it for free at georgevlasiev.com/affiliate. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.